Well, good morning and welcome. I'd like to thank you all for joining us here today as we update the citizens of Indianapolis on the progress of our summer construction season. Waves of improvements and repairs have been fixing their way through the streets of our city for the last few months, and I'd like to thank the Department of Public Works, led by Dan Parker, for all their hard work in mending our infrastructure. Even more, I'd like to especially thank our city-county councilors who on Monday night voted to approve the first round of funding for the much-needed return of our street maintenance division, which was announced in this year's State of the City address. The proposal passed through the council with unanimous support, and that is because the council recognizes our need to ensure Indianapolis's roads remain safe and drivable all year long. Now, thanks to this approval, DPW will begin the hiring process for those street maintenance crews and the purchasing process for the equipment necessary to make this model a success. This is indeed good news for the entire city of Indianapolis, because if we're better able to take care of the roads in the winter, there won't be such a dire need to catch up on construction during the summer months. But despite the challenging amount of projects on the docket, progress has been made in this neighborhood and throughout neighborhoods in our city. And tomorrow is the first official day of summer, which means Indianapolis isn't even halfway finished with the construction season that will see nearly $90 million invested in our infrastructure. Now, this project along 25th Street is only one part of an ongoing transformation, but it is an important one. The truth is that nearly 6,500 cars use this street every day. They use it for commuting to work. They use it to heading to the beloved Frederick Douglass Park. Residents have long requested its repair. The city of Indianapolis listened last week. We milled down this road to make it drivable, and signs will go up along other roadways to let drivers know that resurfacing is on its way this summer and fall. We will continue restoring our infrastructure throughout this city, pothole by pothole, road by road, day by day, until snow, sleet, and ice renders us unable to continue, which is when we'll simply queue up our winter teams to be ready to go. Because change must come to Indianapolis, it is here. And I look forward to continually working beside all of you as one city, as we make Indianapolis an even better place to live, to work, and to drive for all people. It's now my great honor to introduce the Director of the Department of Public Works, Dan Parker. Dan?
Before I get to my remarks, I'd like to thank all the men and women from the Department of Public Works that joined us here today, and some of our contractors who are working on this 25th Street project, and members of the Local 120 that are working on this project. Thank you, Mayor Hogsett, for not only joining us today here at this project site, but your continued support and vision that allows DPW to expand its street maintenance work for the future. Just on Monday, the City County Council approved the mayor's plan to hire more crews and buy new equipment to update and modernize our street maintenance operation. Equipment similar to what private contractors are using to resurface 25th Street will be purchased for our new street maintenance crews. The new crews will increase DPW's capacity to repair our roads. The street maintenance team will not replace our robust capital improvement program, but it will increase its strength. While private contractors can handle larger projects like the one behind you throughout the year, DPW street maintenance crews will be able to tackle smaller projects in neighborhoods and on side streets and secondary streets. DPW has reached a critical juncture in how it approaches street maintenance, and we are changing how we do things so we can be better prepared for the challenges to come. We're already moving forward to begin ordering new equipment and assembling our street maintenance teams. Change is coming, and DPW is excited for this new opportunity to serve this great city. Mayor, thank you for your vision and your support, and we'll be happy to take questions.
Questions?
One here. Mr. Mayor, is there a long-term plan? And these are great things in the short term, but is there a long-term plan to fund the reconstruction of the city's roads and sidewalks? Because we're looking at between $750 and $1.5 billion problem.
Yeah, I'll be happy to answer. Over the next 4 to 5 years, we intend to invest nearly $500 million into our streets and our roads. So that's an important investment that we will continue to make. We're in the process of putting together our budget for 2019. That will be introduced in August, hopefully passed by the council. We want to make a healthy investment in infrastructure, not only over the long term, but certainly throughout this year and next. You know, in terms of the long-term vision, I have been meeting with really the metropolitan area, leaders of communities that surround Indianapolis to try to address what is a significant challenge for our city. Yeah, it is estimated that with over 8,200 road miles or lane miles in the Marion County, it may take upwards of $750 to $1 billion to maintain our roads in the condition that the people of Indianapolis expect them. No decisions or agreements have been made, but I will say that this past winter has raised the level of awareness, not just from residents of the city of Indianapolis, but really the metropolitan area. We have approximately 170,000 people who commute in to Indianapolis every single day from the contiguous counties. And so they encounter the same kind of infrastructure challenges that the residents of the city do. So I'm hopeful that we together as a metropolitan area will be able to address this over the long run. Dan, you want to add anything to that?
I wanted to add one thing. In 2016, Mayor Hogsett did something that hadn't been done in years and submitted a 4-year capital plan to the City County Council, which it hadn't been done in years, to lay out where we are with capital for transportation projects. We did that again last year, the plan that the mayor mentioned investing, and we did that again this year. So for 3 straight years, the capital program for DPW transportation has been submitted to the council for their review so they understand where money is coming from and how we intend to spend it. That doesn't address the long-term challenges of the amount of money that's in that capital plan, but it is a way for people to see, and the transparency that the mayor committed to when he took office. People know how much money we have available and what projects are already been assigned into that program. So that program has been filed with the City County Council already for this year. It's supposed to be done in May. We submitted it, and as the mayor said, we're working on our 2019 budget as well.
Any other questions? I do want to point out for this 25th Street project, it's not only a resurfacing of 25th Street, long overdue, but you'll see the stakes up across the street. It's also a comprehensive streetscape and sidewalk improvement project as well, as I understand it. So it's going to not only improve the quality of the roadbed, but it will improve the neighborhood where these young people can walk safely with sidewalks on both sides of the street, not just on one side. Thank you very much.